On a serious note, though, I've been having some electrical parts on vehicles do some weird stuff. I had a 15 F-150 sit up for about a year. The guy called me. He wanted to drain the tank and change the fuel pump just to make sure he didn't get any bad fuel in the system. So we did that. Cranked it up, ran fine. He let it sit for a few more days and he goes to crank it up. Wouldn't start. Calls me, I go back. I got it to crank, but it would crank and die. Crank and run for a few seconds and then it would die. So I put the computer on it. The fuel pump, there's a fuel pump circuit code. The battery's dead, fuel pump circuit code, and in a bunch of different modules, like say the ABS, the BCM module wasn't communicating with the steering wheel control module. In the PCM, it was stored, wasn't communicating with the BCM. So I go to live data, and look at the fuel pump closed open loop, and it's reading open loop. So that was weird. So I crank it and kill it 5 or 6 times. About the 6th or 7th time, it switches over to closed loop, and then the truck starts running, and then the BCM starts communicating with the other modules. So apparently the BCM on that vehicle, the BCM grounds the fuel pump, which turns it on. And from it sitting up for so long, whatever in the BCM grounds that fuel pump got stuck or whatever, and I had to crank it half a dozen times to get it to work right. So today, I go look at a vehicle and a guy had changed calipers and changed the master cylinder, changed all this stuff because they were driving and the fuel, they would press the gas and the gas pedal would start pulsing violently. So I put the computer on and then it's reading the right front ABS sensor wasn't reading. So I take the wheel off, jack it up, get to the wheel sensor, pull it out, it looks okay. The circuit going to the wheel sensor connector, it's got ground and it's got battery voltage. So okay, it's the wheel sensor. So I put a hub and a wheel sensor on it. I put the new one on there. It's still not reading. It's reading communication error, like there was a break in the circuit going to the wheel sensor. SNR, I think. On my computer it said SNR. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I take the sensor out the hub and I put the old sensor in there and hook it up. It's not reading at all. But when the new sensor was in there, when I unscrew it from the hub, take it out the hub, the sensor itself, it would start reading. But I'd stick it back in the hub and it would stop reading. So I took it off and that's when I put the old sensor back in there. And the old sensor, with it in the hub and out the hub, it still wouldn't read at all. So I put the new sensor back in there and put it back down in the hub, it wouldn't read. Take it out, it would read. I did that 2 or 3 times, put it in the hub and taking it out. The last time I pushed it down in the hub, screwed it down, and it was reading ever since. So I don't know what the hell. I guess sometimes you just gotta keep messing with stuff to get it to read. I don't know. It's just real weird. You just gotta hook your computer up and keep messing with things to see what's reading, what's not. Sometimes the sensor's reading, you unhook it a few times and it'll start reading. I don't know. But that wheel speed sensor threw me for a loop. Because there was no break in the sensor, like, to where it would be grounding out on the knuckle, where it went into the hub. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the way the sensor's made, it's like an electromagnetic field, like a crankshaft sensor. I don't know, but it's just weird. This electrical shit been doing some weird stuff the last few days.